My name is Aleksandra Stojanovska and this is my video assignment for Psychology of Human-Animal Relationships. In the Malay language, orangutan translates to person of the forest. There are three species, Bornean, Sumatran, and Tapanuli, which differ little in appearance and behavior. Bornean and Sumatran have shaggy red fur, however the Sumatran orangutans have longer facial hair. There are reports that the Sumatran orangutans have stronger and closer bonds compared to the other species. They are almost exclusively arboreal, and in contrast to the Bornean who descend to the ground. The Tapanuli species was only announced in November 2017, with as few as 800 individuals documented to exist. They are genetically and behaviorally distinct from the other two species and face the greatest endangerment of all the apes. The diets consist of fruit, like jackfruit, lychees, mangosteens, mangoes, and figs, young leaves and shoots, insects, soil, tree bark, woody lianas, and occasionally eggs and small vertebrates. They obtain water from the fruit in their diet as well as the tree holds. Females begin to reproduce within their first 10 to 15 years of life and continue to give birth once every 5 years at most. The intervals between babies can spread as far as 10 years. Orangutan babies will remain with their mothers for the first 7 to 11 years of their life, with infants traveling on their mother's body like most other apes and sleeping with her until they are able to survive independently. Orangutans generally give birth to the single babies, however there are reports of twins. Due to the age that they reach sexual maturity, long interbirth periods, and the number of births from each orangutan, their low reproductive rates position the species to be highly vulnerable to the effects of humans, as population decline will take time to recover. The interactions between orangutans and humans have led to the orangutan species suffering greatly as a result. With significant amounts of deforestation and poaching, humans have relentlessly intruded on the orangutan's habitat, taking and destroying what is deemed necessary, without considering the long-term consequences of the actions. The relationship is one-sided regardless of much public outrage about the orangutan species being constantly under threat and nearing extinction, as there are no legal bodies supervising the activities and plans of the plantations, or managing any sustainable consumption affected in these areas. In the last few decades, the lives of orangutans have changed dramatically. There is colossal amounts of global supply and demand for palm oil products, which are used in cooking oils, cosmetics, and biofuel. As a result, palm oil plantations are destroying tropical forests, endangering countless species as their habitats are being destroyed, and the animals themselves in this process. The orangutans that are displaced as a result of the destruction starve to death, are killed by fires, or killed by plantation workers being viewed as pests. Within the last 20 years, over 7 million hectares of Indonesian and Malaysian forests have been destroyed to make room for these plantations. In this time, 80% of the orangutan population has been eradicated. Currently, at least 6,000 are being killed annually. This means that every hour, roughly 300 football fields are plowed down across Southeast Asia for palm oil plantations. In addition, poaching and hunting for orangutans is a common and serious threat to the species. Babies are often taken from their mothers and sold on the black market as exotic pets. Mothers are killed in the process. Those that are hunted are sometimes killed when they move into local agricultural land and destroy crops. Fires are also massive threats for orangutans. Over the course of 6 months from 1997 to 1998, the drainage of a swamp forest caused uncontrollable fires in Indonesia, killing up to 8,000 orangutans. Road development, illegal timber harvesting, and unsustainable logging, mining, and human enrichment have also had a significant impact on the species. We must make serious changes if we wish to preserve the future of orangutans. If we continue to allow palm oil plantations to harvest to the extent that they have, and continue being unaware of our choices when purchasing ordinary supermarket products, then the orangutans will no longer be able to survive on their own in the wild. Like many other animals whose habitats are being destroyed and are heavily targeted by poachers, only a small amount will remain in captivity. We have the ability to make a difference by reducing demand for palm oil. We can achieve this by ensuring that palm oil is imported into Australia sustainably, place pressure on Australian food manufacturers to source sustainable palm oil, lobby the government to label palm oil in Australia, place significant pressure on Indonesian and Malaysian governments to enforce laws that protect the natural environments of these species, lobby for a strong international body with tough enforcement power to regulate this industry by regulating the production and supply in both Western and developing countries. Currently, orangutans are amongst the top 25 most endangered primates in the world. They are predicted to become extinct within the next 20 years if deforestation continues as it has. Thank you very much for watching.